Is true love just a fantasy? Does every relationship come crashing down eventually? I'm Hannah Levitan, and in this free ongoing series, I'll show you the tools for success, and we'll introduce you to couples who have revived their love through the hidden power of marriage. Relationships can be so confusing. On one hand, we need to stay true to who we are and not lose ourselves in the other person. On the other hand, to experience the joy of true love, we need to risk getting closer to our partner. Laura and Jason figured this one out. When I first met them, they were dancing in a musical on the West End in London. Laura and Jason, there's a myth that in order to be close, we have to change ourselves, almost to the point of losing ourselves. You have such a close, loving marriage, yet you didn't lose yourselves at all. How'd you do it?
It's not about changing your whole self as a person. I think a lot of it's down to compromise, and it's about working each other out basically, and once you've worked each other out and having that compromise.
Because it's that whole thing of seeing where the other person's coming from. It's so important to step into the other person's shoes and understand things from a different perspective other than your own. If you're willing to go through that stage where you do compromise and you do maybe do things that initially you don't want to do, then you come out with the reward after that. That's kind of how it feels, doesn't it? And I think that's where so many marriages break, because they're like, well, why should I have to do that? Because I'm my own person.
If you want to make something work and you want to get to this respectful, mutual point, then you do have to make changes.
It's not about changing who you are, but rather making some changes, sort of like harmonizing. Marriage is like a jam session. In order to jam, each musician has to be able to play their own instrument well. But if they can, does this mean they can automatically jam with someone else? No! They have to learn how to play in tune and rhythm and blend together. They don't lose themselves. They continue to be who they are, but they also adapt and take steps towards each other. So what happens in a relationship if people don't take these steps?
No matter who you go into a relationship with, challenges are going to occur. So you either face them head on with that person, or you create your stubborn streak and you say, I'm not changing, I'm set as I am, and you leave and you start again. History repeats itself. And when things are, getting to that harder stage and go, okay, so if I come out of this period and I start again with someone else, what's going to be different the next time round? If I don't change, is it ever going to be any different?
Right, because wherever you go, there you are.
But it's compromise is a better word.
Compromise,
so not
yeah.
like
it's doing things to make the person you love happy.
Yeah.
Simple as that, really. It's a silly example, but I just spray deodorant anywhere, as in the lounge. She's got a sensitive nose, so she'll be like, can you go and do that in the bathroom, please? But this is where our opinions differ, because I'm just whatever. But then I did actually start asking myself a question a couple of times. I'd be like, well, why wouldn't you want to change that for this person? I don't think they should be an issue, but they are for Laura. So if they are for Laura, then they're an issue for me.
I don't think it's as big as it sounds. Again, I think it's about putting your head into someone else's head and seeing things from another perspective.
As we learn how to jam by really tuning into the other person, actually, it becomes fun. We're in sync, we're making music. Of course, we have to keep practicing for continued success, but two people together can make music that's so much more rich and multidimensional.
It's nice to have that someone that you can confide in and trust and just go through life with.
A buddy.
A buddy, yeah, a life pal. Yeah, I think marriage is amazing.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Laura and Jason continue to make beautiful music, and so can we, if we have the right tools. So subscribe below to get more secrets and to experience the hidden power of marriage.